Here we go. It's Magic Monday, but it's not live. No, that there. It's a little fib today because it's a pre-record, but that's okay. You don't mind. It's all about the content, isn't it? That's what you want more than anything. Michael, give me the content. Right, let's click some buttons and let's go for it. It's the start of the week. Your coffee cup. Magic Monday, but not live. Magic Monday pre-recorded. And I would like to have... I've gone a bit mad today. I looked a second ago. I thought I looked like a fisherman. It's like one of those hoodies that... It's not really a hoodie. Well, it's a hoodie when it's like that. When it's like that, it looks like one of those fisherman tops, doesn't it? Yeah. Anyway, I'm delighted to be with you, although I have to say I could do with more energy at the moment. I've been doing a lot more than I planned. And that's interesting when I do that, because usually what happens is I end up in a place where I haven't noticed quite how much energy I've expended. And this is positive ways of saying I'm not tired, you see. How much energy I've used up. And then I need to replete. Is that the right word? Yes. Need to just top up again. So I'm doing a few things to do that. Not today, though. When you're watching this, I'm out working. The irony of talking about this. But that's not my subject for today. My subject for today is around customer service and, in particular, greetings. So I received a message from a lovely client of ours who bought many copies of See Smile Say Hello, still available in all good bookshops and on Amazon and directly from me. And she said, Mike, we've got a bit of a challenge that when people arrive at our restaurants, the first question we usually ask is, do you have a booking? Because we need to know on our system if there's a booking, because if there is, we have to take them off the booking. And then also, if they don't have a booking, we need to make sure that there's going to be enough space for them. So, but I realize it's not a very good way to welcome people. Could you give me some advice? So I spent a little bit of time thinking. And then we had a chat earlier on today, and it was a great chat. And I haven't asked her permission to share this, so I can't tell you the name of the restaurant just yet. But if I do get permission, or if she sees this, she can actually say, it was me, because they're a brilliant, brilliant group of restaurants. Really, really brilliant. And desperately always working hard to innovate and create great levels of customer service and to be the very, very best. And so I wrote a few things down. I like writing things down. I write things down more and more these days, because if I write something down, it's much more likely that I will recall later on what the heck it was that I thought of. And so I thought we've got a principle here. And the principle is there's an operational need versus an emotional experience. And that's one of the great things about using something like See Smile Say Hello, because you can work it through. So the basic principle, if you don't know it, of See Smile Say Hello, see your customer before they see you, smile at your customer before they smile at you, and say hello to your customer before they say hello to you. But when it goes a little bit deeper, see is about having, looking at people as individuals. Everybody wants to be thought about as being an individual. Smile is about emotional connections, and say hello is about how we communicate with people. So I suggested that we should do something a little bit different, which would be somebody walks in, you walk up and you go, hi, I'm Michael, who are you? And then they would say their name. Now, if you've looked at your bookings, it's not a huge restaurant, or they're not huge restaurants, you might be able to immediately go, yeah, you've got a reservation. But it's a nicer way to then go into the conversation. So, hi, I'm Michael, who are you? Oh, I'm Sam Thompson. Now, Sam Thompson will probably say, I have a reservation. But if they don't have a reservation, you say, hi, Sam, welcome to, Can I just check, do you have a reservation down here, or are you just popping in for drinks? Because they have pubs as well, pub food, pub drinks. And or you could say something like, let me just check to see if you've got a booking with us. And if they say, no, I haven't, that's fine. Then again, you're not asking them. As soon as you put something on to somebody else, it's a little withdrawal from the emotional bank account. So the trick always is to have two inputs for every one output, for two deposits into the emotional bank account for every one withdrawal. So if you say to somebody, you use their name, that's an immediate nice little deposit that you put in. If you then have to ask them a question about whether they have bookings or not, that's a small withdrawal, not a big one, but a small one. And then if they don't have a booking, you could say, no problem at all, we're going to sort that out for you right now. Let me find you a great table. And you take them off and you sit them down and you say, there you go, Mr. Thompson, thank you very much for coming in. Remember, my name is Michael. If there's anything at all that you need, I will be over here. Just give me a little wave. I'll be back in a moment with some menus or whatever it might be. So the real key, I think, with any of these things is you find a few ideas and then you test them. And it's the testing that makes a difference, because some members of the team are going to feel more comfortable with one script. I call them superscripts, because once they become part of your culture, you're going to say them and use them all the time. So some people are going to use the one superscript. Some people might use another superscript. But the key thing is to have a superscript. Don't just, they've got one at the moment. It's, do you have a booking? Do you have a reservation? It's not good enough. That's a script. That's a practical script. The next stage was to take it up to the next level, to elevate it up to the next level. So what else did I have written down here? I wrote down a few things. Then the next thing is to say, was to encourage them to role play. Now, the wonderful thing about role play is it's the most uncomfortable thing to do in the world. So if you role play customer service experiences with your colleagues, or role play calls, or role play meetings, or whatever you want to do, if you role play, it feels so clunky. It feels so awful. That's why people don't want to do it. But it'll never be as tough as that again, because when you go into real life, you've got genuine people who genuinely want to have a connection in most cases. And the role play situation made you stronger and better before you went into the real situation. So I'm a big advocate for role plays, not because we want to embarrass people, just because we want to make people better. And what else did I have in here? Here was another idea for a superscript. Hi, good evening. What type of hi, I'm Michael. What type of evening are you planning to have with us tonight? We're booked in for a meal. Brilliant. They've got a reservation. Or we were just hoping there might be a table. No problem. They don't have a booking. You can then give them a table. We just popped in for a drink. Amazing. Let me show you a great place to sit for drinks, and I'll give you the snack menu while you're here. So the trick with any of these things is practice it when you don't need it, so it's there when you do. And I say that a lot about a lot of things. Whenever I'm coaching people, I'm always saying, practice it when you don't need it, so it's there when you do. And that way, it'll be much easier to actually present the idea in real life, in good old real life, when it comes along. I hope that's been useful to you. And please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I always love it when people just take a moment just to say, Michael, I watched this, or I saw this, or whatever. My apologies, I'm unable to do the live things where I bring people's names up on the screen today. But just remember, I'm here with you in spirit. See you next Monday when, fingers crossed, I should definitely be here live. Let's play the outro. All right, take good care. Be brilliant. Bye.